Chill, chill. What's going on? We here, man. You Can't Sit With Us Radio, 99th episode. Locked in, about to open it up. Come in with the hardest theme song you ever heard. So let's get it. Yeah. B. Jones, Threshold, and You Can't Sit With 99th us. Episode, let's go. Listen, let me start this statement off by saying welcome to the show. Here to put you up on topics that we really need to know. Live and center from the Ville, I introduce the coolest host. Ellen Bishop's Q, the DJ, got you ready, good to go. Laced with game, words of wisdom, dropping jewels that's good as gold. They set the tone, this is a home for artists with exclusive songs. Independent CEOs out here building on their own. If you have something to be shown, they can put you in the zone. For those investors flipping homes, a young designer stitching clothes. Producers with that pack of beats, just trying to turn one to a song. If you're invited to this table, better prove that you a pro. If you can't, then you can go, cause ain't no room for foolish folks, no. Forum where they pick the topics out and then discuss. You only get invited and acknowledged if you did enough. So take your brand and build it up, but only if you're skilled enough. You suckers on the side just looking salty, you can't sit with us.
They're building up a dynasty for the
future.
Getting out so later I could put my feet up. I provide the foundation, but you gotta build it up.
Yeah.
If you're not a hustler,
then you can't sit with us. What we like to do,
you can't be lazy and want to go
get a bag too.
Every day we work to be our best.
Yeah. New episodes come every week with every week another guest. You wanna hear who about to speak? You got a people coming next. Every artist they select is always bringing something fresh. If you claim to be a beast, just bring the heat and come correct. Nothing less, just the best. The only thing that they'll accept. For every listener tuning in, you're getting just what you expect. A new connect to a lot of things. This content is quality. Delivering this epic entertainment is a policy. Available on Spotify and Apple, so you gotta stream. So any competition's opposition will be obsolete. It's more than just a movement with the music, it's a lot of things. This really is a top regime, just building on it properly.
Building up a dynasty for
the future.
Getting out so later I could
kick my feet up.
I provide the foundation, but you gotta build it up. If you're not a hustler, then you
can't sit with us.
Building up a dynasty for the
future.
Getting out so later I could put my feet up. I provide the foundation, but you gotta build it up.
If you're not a hustler, then you can sit with us. Pick the topics out and then discuss. And acknowledge if you did enough. Take your brand and build it up. Only if you're skilled enough. You suckers on the side just looking salty, you can't sit with us. Open forum where they pick the topics out and then discuss. You only get invited and acknowledged if you did enough. Take your brand and build it up. Only if you're skilled enough. Suckers on the side just looking salty, you can't sit with us. Dynasty, future, feed up.
I provide the foundation, but you gotta build it up. If you're not a hustler,
then you can't sit with us. Yeah. Feed up. You gotta build it up. Not a hustler, then you can't sit with us. Not at all. Shout out to You Can't Sit With Us Radio. We gonna get it popping for this 99th episode. Let's go.
Yo, what's happening? What it do? Welcome to a special live 99th episode of You Can't Sit With Us Radio, featuring myself, L. Ambitious, a.k.a. the kid that never sold dope a day in his damn life, and the one and only, the smooth, mother-loving Q the DJ.
Oh,
what's up,
hey,
man?
I see. I like how you did the mother-loving joint.
Hey,
you got to keep it clean.
Yeah, I was listening to some Mary J. Blige when I came in, so I'm hyped right now.
Oh,
yeah.
you in your zone.
Yeah, I was in my Mary J. Blige.
So you doing just fine?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
that's cool.
Man, how you doing though, man?
Man, bro, I'm feeling good, man. It feels good to just, be here, bro. Be at this moment. We've been doing a lot for this joint and really just getting things ready. So
yeah, man,
it feels great, bro.
We're gonna have to. I gotta call out a special guest though. She ain't here yet, so I had to call out because she was late. They be trying to tell us, we be on color people time all the time. We was on time. We were 5 minutes late. 5 minutes.
True.
We was all right.
And I mean, I'm late to like everything, so I was late too.
Now you weren't late though.
True.
We live right now.
Yeah, I guess it's a late and it's a late.
Yeah. But yeah, man. Hey, like I said, we live for our 99th episode. Of course, you know, last year we had the whole audience and all that. Shout out to Jenny UConn and the Red Rose Hype Shop. Yeah, we got like a mini audience here. Shout out to everybody that is in here right
Shout
now.
out everybody.
Yeah, shout out to like the 5 people in here.
Yeah.
Appreciate y'all.
I'm gonna say in the stands, but it's not really the stands.
Yeah, man. But yeah, we live on Facebook, YouTube, IG. So make sure y'all share this with everybody. Let everybody know that we are live right now. Of course, shout out to B Jones. Shout out to Diamond Sherry, man. Y'all killed it on the theme song.
Smoked it.
Yeah. And the hat done fell off and stuff, man.
Hey,
you knocking everything
bro,
over,
it's
man.
not me.
What's
This
up, man?
is going crazy.
Oh, man. You can't be that nervous right now, man. We all right. We
You
good
was a
out here.
nervous one.
We straight. But yeah, we appreciate you, man. Appreciate you.
For sure.
Killed that mud, man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we talking about doing a remix and just let you know, man. We work on the remix. It's coming.
I don't know, bro, because that first one was crazy. I don't know how that remix is gonna top it.
Yeah, I was told, I was trying to get him through a third verse, but I was like, nah, we're gonna save it for the remix. We're gonna save it for the remix. It's gonna be hard.
Yeah.
Of course, we shooting the video soon, so we're working on it. But yeah, man, you got anything you want to say?
Man.
Who you got in the versus battle tonight?
Oh, I got Keisha.
Okay.
At first, so I'm gonna tell you. At first, I had Ashanti, right? Because Ashanti is a part of a lot of infamous Ja Rule features. And as much as Ja Rule seems like a cornball now, at one point, Ja Rule was on point. He was on top. But I went back to Keisha Cole discography, and that joint is nuts.
Keisha Cole with the gap in the mouth. That Keisha Cole.
Bro, yeah.
Yeah,
Because it's like the beauty in between the gap was coming out when she hit the mic. I know, yeah, for sure.
Well, what you think about the vaccine though? What we doing? You taking it? I know it's supposed to be here in Tennessee like next week.
Yeah, you gonna tell me how it go when you take it?
Nah.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. Everybody waiting on Obama to take it. I don't know. What's that supposed to
And
do?
I mean, that's not gonna make me feel any better
Yeah, and
about
Dr.
it.
Fauci was like, that black woman made the vaccine. I'm like, okay.
Oh
like,
yeah,
what
well,
is that
okay.
supposed to do?
She put her foot in it.
Yeah, what? You gonna tell us like a black person that's gonna make me want to take it.
Right.
Like,
Now they said it was for emergency use only. I'm gonna keep it a bean. If I'm going to the hospital for emergency, y'all just give me some sleep meds. I just want to take a nap, bro.
what about if they force you to take it though?
Who? You can't.
What you gonna do? Hide?
I guess we won't have no more pie because I'm at the flea.
Now, hey, SpongeBob said he'll build me a house down in Bikini Bottom. I'm going down there, man. I'm going down there. Free Krabby Patties for life. Free Krabby Patties, man.
Dog, if I ever find you eating a Krabby Patty, bro, we gonna have to talk.
I mean, what else am I gonna eat down there?
I don't know. Seaweed.
I gotta have the astronaut suit on, like Sandy.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
That's
I
facts.
don't
You gotta breathe.
So I don't know how this gonna work.
Wait, you skipped over that. Who you got in the verses?
Man, Keisha Cole.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's why I said the gap. If she got the gap, you know, she got to get the surgery though, get the gap back, you know.
I wonder what their set is gonna look like though, because they've been doing some pretty fire sets, like the background and all of that stuff. So I'm excited to see what that's gonna look like. I don't know if they release like where they're gonna be or anything, so we'll see.
Oh, it might be Atlanta. I don't know.
Could be. The last one was in Atlanta.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, man, you got any like favorite memories of the show? This is our 99th episode. You got any favorite memories?
Yeah, man. I think that one of my favorite moments, bro, would be I got like moments, but I gotta be like able to describe them well. So I'm gonna just keep it easy. Well, my boy didn't know what the angel was. That was, I don't remember what episode that was.
Solo Graves.
Yeah, shout out Solo, man. Solo, you that dude, bro. I mess with you. You going crazy in the streets.
That man asked us what an angel was. He didn't know what an angel was, y'all. Like,
hey,
for real, he didn't.
And that's like not knocking him. That's no disrespect, but that was one of the most hilarious moments I ever had.
And we did a phone interview. So when he asked it, I had to mute my mic. I started busting out laughing. I muted my mic. And then you text me. I'm like, you ain't making no better. You text me, say, did this man just ask us what an angel was? I was like, yeah.
I had to make sure. I don't know if we was like breaking up or something or what. But
I don't know. I forgot, and I don't even remember the answer he came up with. But I was like, what?
Yeah, I don't know, man. What was one of your favorite moments?
Of course, we did the live show for our 50th episode. I would say when we went to Denver, man, shout out to Cool Quay, because we got high as hell on edibles when we did that episode. Yeah, man, that was a good time.
Yeah, I think Denver was a super dope trip because it didn't just feel like we was doing the pod. Like it felt like we were really like on vacation almost, bro. We had a really dope room. We had a room service come and interrupt things, clean the lady, and I think
that was funny, man.
Yeah.
Because I had on the hotel door, you know, they got the thing where you could put the do not disturb, and I guess it fell off, and she knocked on the door. And who else? Kiera? I think Kiera answered the door.
Yeah. Shout out Kiera, man. Shout out Stacks.
We was in the middle of the interview, and they walked in. We just heard the whole conversation between the housekeeping and Kiera.
Oh,
and they got in the audio. Yeah,
It
I don't
happens,
know.
bro. You know, make us better.
Yeah. Man, I don't know. I'm trying to figure out where our special guest is. She running late, like we said. I don't know where she is right now. She might be outside. I don't know. Can somebody go check and see if she outside or anything? Yeah. She might be. She might not be. But
I want to say shout out to us for still starting on time.
Right. We still starting.
Yeah.
But yeah, hey. Meantime, like tomorrow as well, man. We're going live for our 100th episode as well. Bunch of interviews, bunch of performances. Yeah, man. Same time, same places, everywhere.
We're looking to see if we can get special guests out here.
And you gotta stop knocking
Bro,
over
it's
shit,
not
man.
me. It's crazy.
You are. You gotta stop leaning on the thing, man.
Cool. So let's fix this.
But yeah, man. She ain't out there yet. So hey, you know what? You know what we can do? You know what? Diamond, you want to perform? You want to go ahead and perform?
Yeah, let's get it.
Let's go and get you on stage and perform.
All right. Well, what we gonna do? So we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna have Diamond rock the stage. Give us just a couple seconds.
Yeah.
Man. We're gonna get this.
Hopefully our special guest will be here pretty soon.
We hope so.
Yeah, we hope so.
All right.
So won't you come lay me down? I can tell you want it, baby. Let's be spontaneous with it, do things we'll never forget. And we both can wake up the neighbor. 69 reasons to hate us. Let's just see how this goes. Two close friends that are getting closer. Put your hands on me, I wanna see how it feels. Let's just try to deny the true feelings inside that you feel. Just touch, we won't rush. Take your time if you like. Don't you show me. The connection's been there for many years. I see you eyeing me. Don't treat me like a stranger. Don't act like you're in danger with me. Oh yeah, put your hands all on me. I wanna see how it feels. Let's just try to deny the true feelings inside that you feel. Just touch, we won't rush. Take your time if you like. I wanna see how it feels. Let's just try inside that you feel. Just touch. We won't rush. Take your time if you like. Promise to take care of you. I just wanna love you. Wanna feel your skin on my skin, baby. I lead the way. Trust me when I be all that you need. Just sit back and relax. Let me show you what I mean. I know what you need, and I believe it's me. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Follow me, I wanna see how it feels. Let you try. Inside that you feel, just touch. We won't rush. Take your time if you like. All on me, I wanna see how it feels. Let you try to deny the true feelings inside that you feel. Just touch. We won't rush. Take your time if you like. Rush, no.
Alright. Now let's do the next one. So we're gonna have Diamond keep going. We got another song for y'all. We're gonna get right into it. Let's get it.
I pushed it down. I didn't mean to. Yeah. Yeah, right there. Gracias. Yeah.
Sometimes I know I can be rude. Constant fluctuations of my mood. Some days I know I piss you off, but I still love it when you let me top you off. And you still deal with me. You're the realest that I ever had, the realest that I've met. When you asked me for my hand, it was so hard for me to say yes. But baby, can you tell me how you do it? Did you know you were down for the challenge? Baby, can I ask this? How do you do with my attitude? What made you tell your heart to make me room? I love when you put your foot down and put me in my place. Tell me to get some acts right and don't just walk away. Tell me, how do you deal with my attitude? What made you tell your heart to make me rule? I love when you put your foot down and put me in my place. Tell me to get some acts right and don't just walk away. Tell me, how do you deal with my attitude? Sorry, we're vibing. You always kept it solid, but a few times I had to ghost. You felt like I'm no one to get close to. Your approach to me and your energy is what got me. But my issues and my attitude will stop me. But I gave us a chance, and that's something I'll never regret. I showed you all the signs of me, showed you mad me, sad me, hollering me, you're bothering me. I still want your hands around me. 69 never sound, now I'm falling asleep. Come a little closer, babe. I know I'm a roller coaster, babe. Do with my attitude. Hey, made you tell your heart to make me rude. I love when you put your foot down and put me in my place. Tell me to get some acts right, don't just walk away. Tell me, how do you deal with my attitude? What made you tell your heart to make me room? I love when you put your foot down, put me in my place. Tell me to get some acts right, don't just walk away. Tell me, how do you deal with my attitude? It's almost been 2 years, been through a lot of shit, but we never gave up. Look where it brought us, forever 'cause baby you matter. I know I'm switching up for no reason at all, but you're still here and I'm still wondering, what made you tell your heart to me in my place. Don't just walk away. Make me room. I love when you put your foot down and put me in my place. Act right and don't just walk away. Attitude.
Man. Shout out to the snaps out there. Everybody at home, if you watching from your living room, give it up. Give it up for Donna. We're going to go ahead, get into our next segment. I'm going to switch spots.
All right, man. So our special guest finally made it. We had to get into our performance early, so we gain some time. But as always, man, we keep the most amazing, talented, dopest guests on the show. Today is like no other. And man, I feel like after this interview with her, man, we're gonna be podcast reality stars.
Oh no, that's a definite.
Right? Is that a thing though?
I don't know, but if it's not, we starting it.
Hey, somebody Google that for us, man, and see if podcast reality stars is a thing, man.
And if not, we about to create a whole new lane for podcasters everywhere, honestly.
Right. But yeah, we got one of the 3 girls that's a part of the new docu-reality YouTube series coming next year called The CEOs. Jade, you want to go and come up?
J.
We need the snaps. We need the snaps, man.
We need some snaps. Yes, sir.
We need the snaps.
If y'all can hear the snaps, they snapping.
Oh my god, I'm so short. Hi guys. Can I put this here?
Yep.
Yeah, you can.
Can I take my mask off? I had a COVID test.
No, you good. We got the email. It's cool.
Yeah, we got the email.
Everybody got it.
No,
We got
you
the
good.
email.
You good. How you feeling?
Can I lower it?
Yeah, you good.
I don't want to break that.
Do what you.
No, you good. I mean, you can even take it out and hold it if you
okay.
want. Yeah, it's you
It's
got
over
choices.
Live
Yeah.
your life. Live your life.
I'm very excited to be here.
Yes.
Yes.
How you feeling? I know. I was looking at your schedule. You got a lot of things going on today.
A lot of things, and everything went wrong. Everything that could go wrong went wrong today.
Well, I mean, it's
But then
never
everything-
successful if it doesn't.
Yes. Then everything went right. It's weird. So, I guess everything went the way it was supposed to be. Yeah.
Cool. Well, shoot, let's go ahead and kick it off and just tell the people who you are and what you do, why we got you here. We've had you on the show before, but
Yes.
for the new people, for our new listeners, let's get into it.
Awesome. Hi, guys. My name is Jade Alexandria. I have ADD, so I do too many things to count. I'm an actress, a writer, producer, social media influencer, and anything else I can get my hands on as far as entertainment goes. I just like being creative. I like being able to connect with people like you guys. So I'm so happy to be back. So that's pretty much about me. Do you want me to go into my other thing? What are we doing? Am I good?
Hey,
Okay.
it's your
I
spotlight.
mean,
You
I know. Me
I'm
and
trying to
him-
get my mind is like, okay, I'm here. I can breathe. So,
Yeah, me and him was. Last week we had done an episode. And you're
yeah.
like we were saying that there's only been one other person that's been on the show 3 times. This your 3rd time, so
Yeah.
we just want to
Yeah,
thank
yeah.
you for always supporting.
Yay!
For sure, you
being
said
on the
Oh,
show.
special.
Always.
Well, yeah. I mean, let's get into it. Whatever you got. Let's
Okay,
get to
so I'm here today representing the CEOs TV. It is a documentary reality YouTube series that's going to come out in summer 2021. It is about 3 young women. I'm missing 2 of my cast members today for COVID reasons, which was another stressor because we were going to do this together, but I've had to hold media down by myself, which is fine. I talk a lot, so it's
that
cool.
make you stronger.
Yes, it does.
Yes, sir.
It's about 3 women that are chasing their dreams in Nashville, and we're doing it our own way. And the other thing we want to do on our show is cross-promote and just uplift the people who are uplifting us. So we're, if we go somewhere like here, we want to also get a tour of you guys, et cetera, because Nashville is a community, and you always need to cross promote, put somebody else on who's helped you. So that's what our show's about.
All right. Well, tell us about how you came up with the idea to make the show.
Okay. Well, it was 2020. And I was
cold winter night.
It was a warm winter or warm summer night.
It was a warm summer night.
And I was bored. And I hadn't been on set since late last year, and then I had some stuff planned earlier this year, but then COVID hit, and it was like, okay, I need to do something. Like, I'm going stir crazy. And I just started thinking that I was really blessed to be able to be around really positive people, really positive women who are doing their own thing. They have their own goals. And, sometimes, like, I think a lot of people have groups like that now, but there was a time when it was hard to find like-minded people, I feel like, for me. So I called up my girl, Dilcia. She's been here before. Mm-hmm. She introduced me to you guys. And I called up my other girl, Liv. And so Dilcia owns a promotional modeling company called D & Company Promotions. She's nationwide. Olivia McEwen, or Liv McEwen, is an art nude and editorial model. And she's also a photographer. And so we're always busy. We're always on the go. We've always got projects that are going on. I was like, guys, I think this would be a really cool project to showcase, like show people like what it's really like behind the scenes to be an entrepreneur, to try to build your own brand, because people only see the final product. You know what I'm saying? And so, like, when you get on Instagram and somebody's done a music video or they release a song, that's all you get to see. But you don't get to see, like, the struggles to, get to the certain points. So I thought it'd be a really cool idea to document all three of our journeys, because they're different, to uplift people in Nashville, to inspire other people. And so, yeah, they were like, yeah, let's do it. And then we went on lockdown. So, but we've been on our own journey to stay connected. So all of our calls have been like Facebook calls, Facebook group calls, Zoom calls, that sort of thing. And so we had like 4 months of planning strictly virtual. And then, so yeah, now we're here.
How long have y'all been knowing each other?
Both of them, I've known them both for almost 10 years. Okay. Yeah. And that's a long time, because I don't be around people that long. Yeah. They get special awards for that. Right. But it's funny because all three of us met through business. So I was in college. I was trying to put on a fashion show. I wanted other ethnic models in the area, and I don't know how I found her, but I ended up finding Dilcia, I think, on Instagram. And I reached out to her. I said, hey, because before she was D & Company, she was Bezos Models, modeling agency. Yeah. And so I reached out to her. I said, hey, I love your models. I love y'all's vision. Do y'all want to collab? And from there, our business ventures grew, and then our friendship grew. And then there was another fashion show that I had in college, and I actually had a model, and she was like, hey, can I bring my friend? And I was like, yeah. It was funny. So I went to TSU, HBCU, y'all know.
Shout out TSU.
Shout out to TSU. But I really wanted a blonde, okay? There's not many blondes on TSU's campus. Yeah. And so I was like, Lord, please send me a blonde for this fashion show. And then 2 days later, this girl comes to our practice, and there is this blonde girl, like platinum blonde, and I was like, thank you, God. Yeah. And I met her, and we've been, going at it ever since. So I met both my best friends through business.
Cool. What's one thing you admire about both of them, though?
Both of their work ethics. I think we all have a different way of working, but I like how we all go 1,000%. And I like the way that they handle their situation. So I've been able to learn from both of them how to handle conflict, how to handle issues that arise, and then the fact that, they both keep evolving, they both keep growing their brands. And so that's one thing I admire about the both of them.
So there's a lot of reality show. Well, I would say even it might be a little less than at one previous point, but there are other reality shows. What makes you feel like what do you feel like sets y'all apart from other shows, or what what do you think people are going to enjoy the most about it?
That's actually it's like one of my favorite questions, so I guess I did.
Good.
Well, in Nashville in particular, I don't know about everywhere else, but in Nashville, when you see documentary reality series or etc., it's usually kind of the same thing: music, and then it's more white based. And the first thing I wanted in this is diversity, because representation counts.
Right.
And so I love that we're like Neapolitan ice cream. Okay. You got vanilla, chocolate, and strawberry. I mean, I guess Dilcy's going to have to be the strawberry because chocolate and vanilla are already taken.
Somebody got to
be the strawberry. But I think that on television and media in Nashville, I definitely think that the Black community and the Latino community is definitely underrepresented. And so I feel like just the diversity between the three of us, people will really enjoy. And then we also want to make it real. But still have like the fun elements of reality.
Yeah.
So when I don't watch a lot of reality shows, but if I do, I like watching kind of stuff that's more glitz and glam and a lot of fun. But in my outside of that, what I watch is how to put things together. So I didn't go to school to be a writer, an actress, a producer. I just woke up one day and was like, that's what I want to do. So we're gonna figure it out.
That's the best way to do it.
Yes, and so it's just been a journey of figuring out how to put pieces together. And I think people will enjoy watching the struggle rather than just the final product.
Yeah.
So I think that's what'll be different: diversity and then authenticity.
So will we be getting everything though, like your private life, all that good stuff?
How deep are we getting?
I would like to get pretty deep.
Okay.
And we're having to figure that out now and try to work around COVID even more. But I want to be as open as I can possibly be.
Yeah.
But I also want to respect them. So they're going to get to decide. And that's what's cool too, that they get to decide how much they want to show, if they want to show this or that. But we're trying to be as raw as possible and open about some of the struggles that we have, or all of the struggles. I'm an open book, so y'all just gonna get everything. So.
Yeah, I wish y'all really wanted Liv to be here, because I know her picture. I really wanted to ask her about her pictures that she take all the time.
Oh, that'll be exciting.
Yeah.
So for those who don't know, Liv McEwen is an art nude model and editorial. So her story is that I basically kind of got her into modeling after we met. I saw that she had like a spark in her, and I was like, yo, join my org. We need to take pictures, etc. This was back when I was doing Mirror Mirror. I don't know if you guys remember that. It was a while ago.
Yeah.
But when she got older, I realized, oh, she's a free spirit. Okay. And I'm like half of a free spirit, so it's like fun. It's like I'm right in the middle personality-wise of both Dilcia and Olivia. So it's fun. So they know how to deal with all my craziness. But what I love about Olivia is that it's not just her taking nude pictures, it's her expressing herself through them.
Yeah.
So she's not doing it for the gratification of people looking at her. That's who she is. That's how she feels. And another thing that when she first started doing this, I had a complete meltdown. She started getting tattoos. And I was like, what are you doing? You're going to ruin your career.
You're changing your body.
You're changing your body. Da, da, da. And she was like, okay, well, I'm going to get more. And so I was like, did you not just hear me? We're going to, because she's this beautiful blonde, beautiful blue eyes, she's kind of like a lot of people, the American dream, and she's got kind of this Marilyn Monroe vibe about her. And I was like, oh my God, what are you doing? It's not part of the plan. But I realized that she's a true artist. She expresses herself through pictures, whether it's taking pictures, like she takes all my pictures now, pictures of me or pictures of herself. And so I think she wants to open up other people's minds that nudity doesn't have to be sexualized.
Yeah,
especially here in the South, people love to be very hypocritical about how much skin you can show, when it's appropriate, da da da. And she just said, "F it, I'm gonna do what I want. Y'all can do what you want in the day." But she really encourages women to explore that side of them, and take the stigma off of being ashamed. Yeah.
Cool, that's dope. Well, earlier a little bit we talked about not only showing, you know, the success but the struggle as well. Why do y'all think that's important to show on the show?
Because we all struggle and we're all human.
Yeah.
And when you're vulnerable, that's when you connect with people.
Right.
So like we don't want just a show to be, oh my gosh, watch us do fun stuff. Like we want people to connect with us and know like, hey, you're not alone. Like keep doing your thing, keep pushing.
Yeah.
And struggle is what connects. Like everybody has a different struggle. So I think that's what connects us. So that's why it's important to show it.
I feel that. So what challenges do you think y'all may face or have even already faced for the show?
COVID.
Okay.
COVID is huge.
That's for all of us.
COVID is huge. There is kind of two parts of it. Really trying to stay safe because, you know, COVID tests are only as good as your last one.
That's true.
You know, and even if you do get a COVID test, it, you know, like the symptoms, et cetera, they could be forming, leaving, I don't know. So that's one, is just trying to watch that. Two, the political part of COVID. COVID turns political real quick. And it's a struggle to make sure people stay safe, but also respect people's views on it.
That's true.
So that's the first one. Scheduling, and then trying to produce a really good product on little to no budget.
Yeah, I feel that.
But money has never stopped me.
Okay. So that's important. That's important. How do you just make the show as much as possible within trying to stay within a budget? I mean, was that like a discussion that y'all had? Did y'all write out a certain budget, or y'all kind of just, you know, plan it as you go along, or how does that work?
Well, I'm going to give y'all the sneak peek because I was going to talk about this later.
Okay.
But we're going to talk about it now. So I got a job earlier this year with iHeartRadio.
Okay. Shout out. Congratulations.
Well, thank you. It didn't last that long.
Okay.
So,
well, congratulations then.
Thank you. Thank you for the congratulations. So I was really excited. I'm going to talk about this part too in our show, but I was really excited to get the job because I felt like it was going to open up opportunities for me to be able to do stuff like this.
Yeah.
And so at first I was trying to be able to set aside money to be able to pay our amazing crew here a little bit. And then I ended up...
Shout out to the crew.
Shout out to the crew. My guardian angels. That's what I called them today. I ended up losing that job. And almost not too long after I got it. And I went from making a lot of money back to a little bit of money. Yeah. And so we started a GoFundMe as well. Mm-hmm. And we did get some donations, but we're still going to have to try and fundraise. But the thing that I, was kind of straight up to the guys about is like, hey, we can pay you a little bit for this one, but this is the situation. This is what we've got going on.
Yeah.
And if you guys want to be able to continue with us, we'll talk about it later.
Right.
But I just want you guys to be aware that it's a passion project. So if you guys, like what you see, like the experience of filming the first one, then, hopefully we can continue moving forward.
Right.
Because especially in COVID, I think that inspiration is more important than money because people are stuck in the house all day.
That's true. And
you start to lose motivation for the things that you guys were doing before.
Yeah.
And so I think that's what we're able to provide in a COVID safe, friendly way. And so, I always tell people that want to start a business, don't worry about the money. I've never had any money to do anything. You get up.
I think that's important to tell people too.
Yeah,
for sure.
Make your plan, have a vision, and then paint that picture for people to see. And then the right people will fall in line to be able to help you with the project.
Right.
And how do you stay motivated, though?
I love watching documentaries. I love watching behind the scenes of my favorite celebrities, entrepreneurs. One of the main people I love watching outside of her kind of glamorous vibe is Jennifer Lopez.
Okay.
Because I really like watching interviews too. So I watched so many interviews about her saying she wanted to be an actress, she wanted to be a dancer, she wanted to be an entrepreneur. And I connected with that because I'm like, well, I don't want to just be one thing.
Yeah. And
so she was like, I'm not just one thing. I'm A, B, C, and D. And I was like, I'm A, B, C, and D too. So I stay motivated by watching behind the scene clips of things that I want to achieve, photo shoots, films, etc. And I just watch how people put stuff together, and I'm like, okay, get back up.
Right.
Because I definitely struggle with anxiety and depression a whole lot. And so, but at the end of the day, you're either going to do it or you're not.
That's true.
So, yeah.
So let's go back to the coronavirus real quick. We was talking about the vaccine earlier. Oh, you plan on taking it?
Hell no. No. Have y'all not seen the TikToks of after people get the coronavirus and they start lipping the wrong way and going
them
this
joints
way?
are hilarious.
Doing
They
it.
got me in tears, man.
Well, the only reason I may take it later on, but
You gotta let other people test
right.
it.
yeah, I'm gonna see if y'all are gonna die
Yeah.
first. Like, I don't want to take it and then I'm gonna die. Like, I just want to. That's how I feel.
Yeah.
So, but this is, and I'll tell y'all in a second. But every time I got a flu shot, I got the flu, and I'm like, well, this is a new vaccine.
Yeah,
There are 7 other billion people that can try it first,
that's very true.
and I tried after. But I am worried because my mom is recovering from breast cancer. And she's fine. She's crazy, so she made it through. It's fine. But her doctor told her that she has to take the COVID vaccine. And I'm terrified because she is at the very top of the list at high risk people for getting it. And if she gets it, she has a very low chance of making it. So I'm like, you don't want to. So she started sending me TikToks of people going like this after they took the virus. And I'm like, yeah, that's what you're going to look like if you take it. So don't take it. Like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see what the virus, or not the virus, what the vaccine does for people.
Well, shout out to your moms for recovering
For real.
too.
Thanks,
as
Mom.
well.
Shout out to Mom.
For sure. Shout out to moms.
Yeah, she's crazy. So, yeah. But we were a little worried one time in the hospital when she wasn't fussing. She was quiet. And then the next day we came back and she was like, why are your clothes wrinkled? And that don't match. I said, oh, she's going to be just fine. So, yeah.
Do y'all have so are y'all gonna have for the show, y'all gonna have like a schedule? How do y'all plan on, do y'all wanna, do it weekly, every day, or what do y'all think?
So the way that we have planned to do it is that, so this is the only thing that we're filming right now.
Okay.
So because it's
We important. Hold on. Hey,
Yes, y'all
we
are
I
important.
told you we're gonna be podcast reality stars.
Filming right now.
I told you
boy.
that.
Yes.
Okay, keep going.
So
I'm sorry.
media day was super important because you guys have put in the work to be able to help us. And so once I try to make a commitment to people, it's very important for me to keep it. But we had something else planned to film, like intros to who we are and etc.
Yeah.
But everybody started contracting COVID. Everybody started to know somebody that had it, and so we're gonna be pretty much done for the rest of the year.
Yeah.
But in 2021, the way we're gonna film is like every month for like 2 days out of the month.
Right.
Or every other month. So we probably will pick back up filming February, March, and in May. And we only try to shoot on the weekends so that we can be flexible with people's schedules, respect their time, that
Right.
sort of thing. And we will have a schedule. So we'll have scheduled events, but everything that people will see will be authentic.
Right.
So the example that I've been using all day is Olivia used to love to rock climb. And so we want to do activities to bring us closer and et cetera and da-da-da. And so I'm like, yeah, rock climbing would be fun to do. And I'm like, I got rock climb. And so I think it'd be really funny to get our reactions,
Yeah.
particularly mine, on camera. Because both Dilcia and Olivia are very like wilderness adventurous.
Yeah.
I'm like, no. So it'll be fun. So we'll have scheduled things to do, but we want all of the reactions, all of the experiences to be real. And so it'll be like, okay, Dilcia, Jade, Liv, we're gonna go to this restaurant today.
Yeah.
And then they may say, hey, what's going on in y'all's lives right now? Yeah. Okay, cool. That's what we'll talk about. So it's interesting because we're learning how the reality world works.
Right.
And I was like, I never want to be on a reality show. And I was like, well, I guess I'm doing a reality show. So, but we want it to be like reality documentaries. Like, we don't want anything to be fake. We don't want anything to be inauthentic. So that's why we say docu-reality. So we will have planned things, but it'll all be authentic.
What about skydiving? Zip
Hell
lining?
no. I will hold y'all stuff on the ground. I'll be like, good job. Yeah.
Do you
I
think
wouldn't.
they'd be with that?
Yes. Olivia, most definitely. I think Dilcia could be talked into it. I just don't think I'd probably pull the strings right. Yeah. Like, I'd just probably be falling in the air the entire time. Oh, no, and that'd probably throw up. Oh, no, it's like, anything on the, I like my feet on the ground.
Yeah, I feel that. I'm with you 100%. 100%.
Did you watch Dilcia's video on YouTube video on her gun? Did you watch it?
No, that is the only one I haven't watched. I'm just like,
it was fun.
Sorry, you boys in the hood now, like girls in the hood? Like, what is going on? So she told me she was getting a gun before she made that video, and I'm like, but she told me that she had experiences where she had been held up at gunpoint before, and so she was like, it's important for me to have some safety and and I'm like, okay, well, just don't pop nobody for fun type situation.
Grand Theft Auto?
So Grand Theft, right? So no, but I love watching her videos because they're like random, but very entertaining. So yeah, shout out Dilcia.
And you got signed to a model management, didn't you?
Yeah, so I have a new agency. So this is my second agency. Mm-hmm. My first one was what was it? Advantage Talent Agency. I forgot it. Sorry, guys. Sorry, Misty. I love you. So Misty was the first person I signed with like 4 or 5 years ago when I was still in college. But honestly, it came to a point where I wasn't growing anymore. And that was really hard to do because I had to, like, break up with my manager. And I was like, it took me 4 days to do it. Yeah. Like, I picked up the phone. I was like, no, I can't do it. I can't do it. Because this is the first person that gave me an opportunity. But, like, how do you tell them, like, you've kind of outgrown this situation? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I was on a photo shoot set doing a wedding photo shoot, which was a lot of fun. And my co-model, his name was Brent, he was like, hey, you're awesome, you got a lot of energy, are you looking for an agent? And I said, I have one, but I have been trying to look for different opportunities. And he said, I have a friend, she just opened up, she used to work for a big talent agency, now she's doing her own thing. And so I met Kristen, shout out Kristen, and she works with Known Talent Management, so that's who I'm currently signed to. And she's been getting me auditions left and right, and so we are just on the journey of trying to get that first booking. Yeah,
is that photo shoot where you got fake married? Yes. You got fake married? Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, style shoots?
Style shoot? What is that?
It's like people will do like weddings. So like if you were a photographer and you wanted to just take nice shots of a wedding, but you didn't have a real wedding to take shots for, you would set up as if it looks like an actual wedding, and you got a bride and groom, they gonna dress up. It looks like a really special.
That's kind of what we did, but they didn't do like the whole. They did have brides. I did have bridesmaids. That was weird.
Oh, okay.
But it was for this company called Vowed. Shout out to Vowed. I have to shout out everybody I work with. It's a wedding dress boutique, and so they asked me, hey, do you want to come and be, a model some dresses? I'm like, okay, cool. I didn't know there was a male model involved, and I was like, okay, hey. Yeah. So I was a little nervous at first, but he was really cool. But I didn't tell anybody that I was doing like a wedding photo shoot. I just said I was doing a photo shoot. So I wanted to see what my family was going to say because he was white. And I was like, hey, guys, I did pictures today. I was like, oh, my gosh, you're getting married, and he's white. But he's cute. Are you getting married? I'm like, nope. I just wanted to see people's reactions. But it was a lot of fun doing that shoot, and I actually get to work with him next week again.
Did that teach you anything about how you want your wedding to go?
Oh yeah, I want my dress much bigger.
Okay.
Yeah. But it was interesting because we were getting prepared, in the dress boutique, and this girl was actually like picking out her wedding dress with her friends, like the whole bridal thing, and I was like, because I am not in a rush to get married, okay, because when I get married it's gonna be one time. And like my parents dated for like 10 years before they got married, and my mama said she was still unsure at the altar. But it was really cool to see like them go through the whole process. I'm like, oh, this is why girls like to get married. I'm like, I'm not doing that. I'm just have my own little photo shoot if that's what I want to do. So, but it was really fun to kind of experience like the different dresses and dressing up and et cetera, yada yada. So yeah.
Well, so you was going by Duchess.
Yeah.
What made you want to go to your real name?
I love it.
Yeah, we gotta talk about that.
So, Okay, so my real name is Jade. My stage name for 4 or 5 years was Duchess. And so I will explain Duchess first, and then I'll explain why I went back.
Bet.
So I have an obsession with old Hollywood, Marilyn Monroe, Sophia Loren, Dorothy Dandridge, Ava Gardner, all of them. I really love the time period of like classic beauty, sexy without having to be sleazy, that sort of thing. And it was just a really beautiful time period. And we live in a world full of fakeness. Yeah. Fake lips, butts, hips. I was like, oh my God, what are
That's
you doing?
factual.
But the women in that era were so naturally beautiful, classy. Even if they did get work done, you would have never known. Everything was still natural and authentic. Yeah. And so I was really attracted to that, plus the glamour of that era. And that started my love affair with Marilyn Monroe. So I started, most girls, when they say like they like Marilyn Monroe, they just like the pictures that they see of her. But I'm a little extra, so I started doing some digging on her life, and her real name was Norma Jean. And she had actually a really sad story. But I started, learning her story and how she changed her name, and then a couple other women. And so it was kind of in the time period that if you wanted to be kind of like a movie star, you changed your name. Yeah. People still kind of do it today, but I think it's more of a musician thing to kind of change your name. And so when I had my modeling organization, we had an exercise where I was trying to teach girls how to tap into their alter ego to be able to be on stage.
Right.
And so a lot of artists feel more comfortable when you have a different headspace that you can just kind of go into and like not make excuses for things that you guys want to do.
Yeah.
And so that's kind of where it came from. We had an exercise, and I was like, okay, what does she look like? How does she act? Whatever, And so I was like, okay, well, I love Disney, but I'm a little bit wild. And I love classic Hollywood, and I love being whatever. And so the Disney thing was pretty huge for me, and I was like, okay, princess. And I was like, oh, that's disgusting. So I started looking up royal titles and like things, and I was like, okay, Contessa. And I was like, no, that's just weird. And then I came across Duchess, and I was like, okay, that kind of rings a bell. And so it just was a time for me where I wanted to kind of live in that like kind of old Hollywood phase. But it was also a really insecure time for me. And because it was like a switch, like Jade and Duchess was a switch. Okay, Duchess had her shit together. You turn that light off, Jade was a hot ass mess. And but a lot of actors and a lot of people a lot of creative people, when they get in their element, when they get in their safe space, it's just an automatic switch. Some people name their alter ego, some people don't. And I'm a little extra, so I just decided to name mine. And so, but there was a night and day picture of who I was. And it wasn't like I was faking who I was. That's just me in my zone versus me off, like just in regular life. And talking to my mom, I was like, finally had started my self-love journey, trying to get my shit together, because I'm like, if I want to get to where I want to be in film, I can't have my private life look like this.
Right.
And if you look at a lot of famous people who kind of lose their way, you see them here on screen, but then you see them, the paparazzi pictures, weird things, and like people lose their way in different ways. So when I started my self-love journey, I had to tell myself that I didn't have to flip a switch to be good enough.
Yeah.
Like, it's all me. It's all a part of me. So I wanted to be able to connect the two.
Right.
And be able to have the characteristics that I had on stage. I wanted to carry those same things in my day-to-day life. Right. So I wanted to be a little bit more put together in real life and not just on stage. And so it's really strange. One day I had to sign my name on a piece of paper. And it was like, okay, write your name. And I was like, I couldn't write my name. And I was like, write your name. Your name is Duchess. And it was like a voice that was like, that's not your name anymore. Like, let it go. And I'm like, oh, okay. So it was weird to write my birth name for the first time. And I was like, Mom, I don't think my name's going to be Duchess anymore. She's like, thank God. But she was the one that's like, you have to blend the worlds between Jade and Duchess together, because you don't have to feel like you need to be a superstar to open up. Like you can be who you're on stage in your daily life. And so I was like, yep, okay, so I'm going back to my birth name. And then everybody's like, so what's your name? I'm like, if you met me as Jade, call me Jade. You know, if you met me as Duchess, that's cool too. So it's kind of, Duchess is a little bit more like a nickname now, because it still describes me, you know, like real extra. You know, that extra. That's just what I call it, real extra. So yeah, and through that self-love journey, I just stripped everything away that, like, as Black women, we think that we're supposed to be.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of Black women, just in general, because we have to, we have all of these layers that we put on us. And so COVID actually helped me to take all of that off. Mm-hmm. And yeah, that's it.
What's your you got a favorite Disney character?
All of them. Okay, so I love Princess Jasmine from Aladdin. But honestly, that was one of the first princesses of color that I saw. But she's very feisty and like headstrong, so that's why I liked her. I didn't like any of the princesses. They're like, oh my God, I gotta be rescued. I'm like, I'm not waiting on you to come get me. So I didn't like Cinderella and that, all of that growing up. I was really more Jasmine, Pocahontas. I liked Belle from Beauty and the Beast because she was very smart and she did her own stuff. But then as I got older and started learning about, you know, like femininity and like what it really means to be a woman, it's really strange. I had a new respect for Cinderella. Okay. Because let me tell you, there's no way somebody that's not my mama is going to move into my house with her 2 bad kids and treat me like shit. And I'm just going to like walk around and be nice to y'all. It's just not going to happen. Yeah. So like growing up, I was like, oh my God, why is she such a pushover? But, you know, I found out there is a lot of power in being able to be kind no matter what people do to you. Yeah. And they're like learning about self-control when you are able to stay in your personality and not let somebody bring you out of character. That's the people that have like actual control, not the people acting crazy. So I'm like, all right, Cinderella, I'm taking notes. So yeah, but and I like the new Disney princesses. Let me tell you, I was really mad when Tiana came out. I boycotted Tiana for the first 6 months because we finally got a Black princess and she turned into a frog, and I was like, what y'all trying to say? So but I ended up liking that story as well. But yeah, I was really mad she was a frog. So she could have been Barbie of Swan Lake or something. I don't know.
Who are some of your role models right now?
My mom. My mom was always gonna be my first role model, because she went from being basically a really high executive in her company, and she traveled 32 times a year to being on bed rest. And so it all happened so fast. And she's always had like kind of health issues and et cetera, but it got really bad. And she was not feeling well one day, and then they took her to the hospital, and they said she had a brain infection. And if she would have got there 2 hours later, she would have died. Wow. And so she was in the hospital for, you know, a really long time, and she lost her ability to walk. And this is a woman who's been Superwoman her whole life. Yeah. She was a bodybuilder, she was a personal trainer, you know, et cetera. And then she was an HR manager and managed like 20 plants all over the entire country, so a little over like 10,000 people. So for her to go from that to she could not walk to the bathroom was, wow. Yeah, and she's so much better at it now, but like to not physically be able to get up and hold yourself up, yeah, is like I'm watching her restart her life. And then so she started getting better, you know, recovering from the brain infection, and like later we found out she had a stroke in the hospital, and they didn't know it till they looked at the x-rays. And so I'm like, okay, but it's fine. Like, I think just like hearing she had a stroke like really messed her up. But you didn't know you had a stroke. It's fine. So like, okay. So she's recovering from that. She's relearning how to walk. We go on vacation. Boom. Day before my birthday, we found out she had breast cancer. She just got done recovering from the brain infection. We were like, can she get a break? Can we get a break?
Right.
You know? And so she had a double vasectomy this year, and she can't really drive. One time I caught her sneaking out the house, like 16-year-old, and she was like, I don't even know why you over here. I said, don't get mad at me because you know you're wrong. But, you know, she lost all movement. Yeah. And so she's my role model because she's learning how to, I mean, she was Wonder Woman. She helped so many people restart their life. She traveled all over the country. She went to Canada so many times you can't leave the house. And then COVID hit. So now you really can't leave the house.
Yeah.
You can't walk. Like there was a time where like she couldn't even sit up because if she sat up, she had vertigo. And which meaning like, for y'all that don't know, that just means it's like when you're really drunk and you try to sit up and like the room is spinning, like
the dizziness.
The dizziness. So imagine that times 2, but like you're not drunk. It's terrible. Yeah. So her. Who else right now?
Or just, I mean, not even right now, just in general.
Anybody
ever looked
so I'm gonna go back to Jennifer Lopez.
Okay.
Love her. I'm not a huge fan of, I do like her music, but I like watching people's work ethics. I really like how people put shit together. Mm-hmm. So Beyonce, and I know that sounds so kind of like cheesy, corny, but if you ever watch that woman put her shows together, the process from you know, illustration, kind of the concept to the hours of work she puts together. Plus, if she's promoting a brand, has to do a photo shoot. Yeah. She's now a mom to, you've got 32 hours, you know, 64 hours, whatever, to get the show ready. I really like watching women who have had longevity in the industry, who are still pretty much at the top of their game. So I like watching those two. And it's not a female, but his writing is inspirational, and it leaves me fucked up every time I get done watching a movie. Jordan Peele, have y'all watched any of his movies? Yeah. Okay, so there was Get Out. There was, what was that show he just finished writing?
I forget what you talk. I forget the name, but I know what you're talking
about. Lovecraft.
Yeah.
Okay.
Lovecraft was amazing. Lovecraft was amazing.
It messed me up. First of all, I'm a writer. I like Disney. Why are y'all mixing the 60s with Harry Potter, with Disney segregation? And I was like, what is going on? And then the new movie that he just got done doing, what was that movie called? She went back in time. We thought she went back in time. She was on a plantation. It just came out. Antebellum. Yeah. Let me tell you about that movie. Have y'all seen it?
No, I haven't seen it.
Okay, I can't tell you. You really gotta watch it because you think that like she's going back in time and like she is revisiting her past. Okay, I'm gonna just tell you. I gotta watch it. But she gets kidnapped in broad daylight and taken to a plantation in 2020 to be a slave. So the whole movie, you watching pieces of stuff put together, and the way he writes, I just be so mad because I'm like, I can't guess anything. And as like when you write, you usually can guess kind of like what's going on. Yeah. Every time you think you get it right, I'm like, oh God. But just the thought of actually looking at somebody being captured, going into slavery in 2020, like the stuff you learn in like 4th grade, I was like, oh. So he's really inspirational, though, because he does not shy away from racial issues, and he puts it into a creative format where it, like, opens everybody's eyes, not just, you know, maybe white people. It's like black people, too, like, or anybody that's just watching his movies. When you get done, you're like, all right, we need to watch Disney, something happy. The one with the people living underground.
Oh, yeah.
I was messed up for weeks. I kept thinking there was another me underground, so it was going to come get me. But I'm inspired by his writing and et cetera right now. Yeah.
So you said you like Beyonce. So are you a part of the Beehive?
No. No. It's that's what I'm saying. Like I like her music. I will listen to her music. I respect her artistry, but I'm not a fan of it. I'm a fan of the entrepreneur side of her, if that makes sense. Like the woman has been in the business since she's 16, 14, something like that. And I don't know how old she is now. She's almost, is she 40 yet? She's almost 40. Yeah. That's a long time to be in the industry.
It is.
you know, and people still want to be you. People still want to listen to your music. People still want to listen to what you have to say. So the way I would like to have a career is something that has longevity to it. So I'm not a part of the Beehive, but I do love and respect her as an entrepreneur. Yeah.
I want to talk about Lil for a sec, because I went on her Instagram and I seen she was performing. I didn't know she sang a little bit.
Yes. So, sorry, Liv. We are. I guess she's working on it. Mm-hmm. We are very much alike in the fact that we're all trying to do multiple things, and so she's a true kind of like, she's got this. She likes to disagree with me, but I think she's got this. True kind of like rock and roll spirit. Mm-hmm. She loves to perform and she loves being on camera and being on stage, and that's why like we click, because we both understand the love of a camera, a stage, and so I knew she could sing. But then one day I saw her on stage and I was like, I've been waiting on it. But her boyfriend is an amazing musician. He works downtown, and I think she found her perfect match. So he pushes her to like get outside of her comfort zone, because she's pretty fearless. Like, I mean, I don't think there's anything that she won't really try. Yeah. So I'm like, so when's the album coming out? And she's like, no, I just do it for fun. So hopefully we'll get to see more of her, you know, kind of trying to do that during the season 2021. Okay. Yeah.
You and Dulcie were doing a YouTube channel. Mm-hmm. Are you still doing it?
Yes. So we we have separate channels, mm-hmm. but we feature each other on the other one's channel a lot. But that kind of got slowed down with COVID, because we weren't allowed to like really be with each other all the time. At one point in time, my COVID experience was different from everybody else's, because I literally could not leave the house for 3 months. Mm-hmm. Like, the most I could do was walk around the mailbox, because I was living at home, because I lost my home in the tornado earlier this year. So I couldn't leave. So we really haven't got to do too many this year. Mm-hmm. But we have a lot of fun together. I'm like, oh, are we filming today? She's like, yeah. I'm like, let's go.
So will the reality show live through YouTube, or?
Yes, so it'll go through YouTube. We're hoping, because we actually have really cool connections like within our crew, that we're going to put out a really good project. We're going to, you know, try to really just put our hearts out there and try to inspire people, and then see what comes from it. Yeah. And hopefully we will be able to create a fan base. So we can at least maybe raise money to do a second season, which will be fun. Yeah.
Cool. Are you the type of person that like wearing the same thing twice? Like, if you on camera or something, you can't wear it again? Are you one of them people?
Like, is you gonna wear this white fit the next time you can?
Not the next time.
It's gonna have to be a couple times.
I don't know. This probably I cannot wear. Well, I don't know. It depends. I'm half and half, okay? If I bought it, I want to wear it more than once. Right. Yeah. You know, but I think it depends on like the event. Mm-hmm. And then we have an awesome stylist. Her name is Lauren Pike. Hi, Lauren. Shouting her out too. I told her I actually wanted to learn how to mix and match pieces, because people don't know this, but I don't have no style. Yeah. Okay. Like, I don't know how to like put things together. Normally you will see me in like a dress or a 2-piece matching suit, because it looks cute and I don't have to do any work. So people think I have some sort of style, but I don't. Yeah. So probably not for this, because I want to like switch it up every time. We also want to like promote, if we can, you know, get in contact with some local brands, clothing lines. We want to promote them. So we're going to try to not to wear the same thing twice, so that we can promote the different brands that we wear. Okay. Yeah.
Did Dizzy ride motorcycles?
Yes. Yes.
How do you ever rode with her?
Not with her. So there was a guy that I used to talk to, and he used to ride motorcycles. I'm the girl that didn't get on the merry-go-round. In the carousel. Okay. You know, like the one that
somebody in the audience felt that. I heard it. They felt that.
Like the one that used to be in Rivergate Mall, like with the little horses. Yeah. So I'd be like, so, but this guy, he actually, and I thank him for it, pushed me out of my comfort zone, because I don't get on roller coasters. I like my feet on the ground.
I'm with you.
Really?
I'm with you. Yeah, I don't.
I'm
I
not.
got
like
on
roller
roller coaster
Yeah.
maybe 3 times. The first
Yeah.
time I was forced.
You forced.
Hey, look, peer pressure, man. I was younger. It
Hell
wasn't nothing I
no.
could do.
I never had peer
second
pressure.
time,
Bye.
It's sometimes it's roller coasters that you can't fully see everything that's gonna happen. Like if it's inside of a structure. And I got on a roller coaster. They were like, "Yo, we rode it already on the inside. It's cool. It's fine. It's just great." That was the worst time of my life. That was the worst experience of my life, bro. So yeah, I'm with you on that.
Well, okay. So I couldn't meet the height requirement for a really long time.
Okay.
To get on a roller coaster, and then they didn't have a weight requirement, but I'm so small that I'm like, there's no way this is gonna go upside down and I'm gonna stay in the seat. There's just no way that, so I'm like, I'm gonna hold y'all's bags. I'm gonna be the bag lady. Y'all have fun.
I was a bag man a couple times. Yeah.
But so I never did anything like that. But like when you meet certain people, like people will push you to grow.
Yeah.
And so I ended up, oh God, getting on the back of this man's motorcycle. And it was like the best, worst experience of my whole life. I thought I was gonna pee on myself the whole time. Because we were going like 100. I thought we were going like 80 miles, 100 miles an hour. We get off the bike. I was like, how fast were we going? Like 100? He's like, oh no, like 130. And I'm like, but I ended up learning a lot about the bike community through that person. And I knew Dilcia Road, but like I had a whole different respect for it because there's not a lot of bike car relationship love on the road.
I get that.
You know what I'm saying? Because cars feel like bikes be trying to like bulldoze through, which they do, but like a lot of cars don't realize they do that because cars can't see them.
Yeah.
So they have to hurry up and get out the way or they're like splat.
Right.
So I told Dilcia, I was like, can you teach me how to ride a motorcycle? She was like, and then she was like, well, you can't ride mine. And I'm like, okay, but you have a whole motorcycle crew, so find somebody that will teach me. So we actually are going to do this. So hopefully we can get that on the show because
I'm glued.
Right.
I'm glued.
well, you know what I mean. At least my outfit's going to be cute. I don't know what I'm going to wear. If I'm not successful in anything else, I will have a cute motorcycle outfit for it. But yeah, I love that she rides motorcycles because you see her and Dilcia is very kind of like, strict and boss and professional. And then she's like, puts on this leather and she's like this whole badass biker, which is really cool. I think that people will really like to see that too. So I love that she rides bikes. Yeah.
That's a lot though. I mean, at the fairgrounds, I don't get on their rides.
Oh.
Like if I go to like a regular like Disneyland or something, I get on their rides. But like
You
not
trust
fairgrounds,
those?
the fairgrounds.
Well,
nah.
I feel like the fairgrounds would be better because those are
No,
usually smaller.
Bro, they just drag
I don't trust
them in
none
and
of
then
them.
build them up. Like they don't.
That's true. Yeah.
They don't build them.
I always wanted to get like into like, you know how you driving on the interstate, you see somebody carrying a roller coaster like on their truck. Like
Yeah.
I've always wanted to get into like the study of like how those are built and all of that
That's
stuff.
interesting.
Because you break them down and all that. I've seen like when they do the fairs, kind of like Antioch, Rivergate, when they do like the outside fairs.
Yeah.
I seen them like build those. Like that
I
stuff
never
is
get on the
crazy.
rides, but I always want to go. And I just want to get a candy apple. I want to get the cotton candy.
Oh, that's a fact.
And
Yeah.
that's
I need a funnel
I just
cake.
want to walk around.
I
And a
was
funnel
about to say
cake.
that. I was
Yep,
just about to
and a
say
funnel
that.
cake.
Yes,
And I
sir.
want all the little powder on the top too.
Yep. I need all of that.
I'm not going to eat it all, but I want it all on top.
Right, because it's just to have it there.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
I feel that.
Some cotton candy, funnel cake. I'm straight.
What's your favorite thing at the fair? Would you?
Funnel
Funnel
cake.
cake?
Funnel cake.
Yeah. All the food. Oh, the hot dogs too. Hamburgers. I just like that's what I go.
She just love the food. Just love
That's what I go for. I go for the
Yeah.
food because I'm not getting on the rides because
some
y'all
of-
not finna drop me.
Some of the games there, they be too expensive. Especially you remember the basketball one? They be having the oval
With the
shake.
shoot.
Yeah, where they
And they be
have
trying
the,
to-
yeah,
like,
where
you
you're
can't
trying
get
to
the ball
win
in
the
You can't get
big
the
stuffed
teddy
animal
bear,
or something.
yeah.
You can't get the ball in there because they shape the rim different.
I tried to hit one
You
of the
ever
people
like
though.
take
with
a
that.
woman there and you couldn't quite hit the shot?
Nah.
No?
You got underhanded though. a
Because
lot
I
of times.
have. I talk about it. I'm free here. I'm cool.
You didn't
I
get
have-
the teddy bear?
Yeah, no, it wasn't a good look. But I got her a funnel cake and it was cool.
There you go.
Yeah, got her the
Feed
funnel
her.
cake.
Be all good.
What's the most dramatic thing you've ever seen? Or that you done?
Seen or done?
Seen or done? Well, you can do either one.
both. Let's do
for this
both.
question. Okay, cool.
Do
Let's
both.
do both.
Seen?
Who knows?
I mean, really that exciting, so I don't know if I've seen anything really dramatic.
Okay. So what have you done? Because I feel like it's gonna be a great answer for this. Yeah.
Okay, I want y'all to guess. Y'all will never guess it.
I won't.
And I'm not gonna tell y'all the story because I have to save it for the show. But I'll tell you what it is.
Okay.
But you gotta guess.
We might have to talk about this off air because I
Why?
can't guess. You gotta guess. I can't guess.
Throw a drink at somebody?
I did that a couple times. Actually, I was at Jason Aldean's and this girl kept bumping me, and I said, "Please stop bumping me, because it's crowded. I know people get crowded on stage, whatever." She kept bumping me. I said, "Okay, bump me one more time," and I pushed her right off the stage.
How'd she feel after that?
She was mad, but I said excuse me like 3 times. So
you gave her the warning.
I did.
Okay, I feel that.
I don't do that anymore.
Yeah.
But okay, no. So I have thrown a drink at somebody, but no, I haven't thrown a drink at anybody.
Okay.
I think the worst was pushing somebody off stage. So the most dramatic thing. Can I get a drum roll? So, I've been arrested.
Oh, okay. Let's talk about it.
I can't talk about it because I'm gonna do it on the show.
Yeah, okay. Well, that's another episode I'm glued for.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that happened. It was a very traumatic experience because I'm the person that cried when I had to go to detention that one time in 6th grade.
That one time.
That one time. I was only my brother went to detention every week, but I was a good child. So that was the most traumatic thing in my whole life. So yes, I will be excited to tell y'all about that. So now y'all gotta tune in.
What are you most excited about that comes with doing this show?
I've never done anything reality. Everything I've ever done on camera has been scripted. Mm-hmm. So it's like, reciting lines and stuff. So it's kind of fun, but like different to just have cameras just watch you.
Yeah.
Like, and follow you around. It's a little weird. I'm like, oh, hey, you're right there. So I'm excited to just go through the reality process. And thankfully, our crew members have been a part of some big reality TV sets. Yeah. And so they're kind of like guiding us through it. But we all have kind of these larger than life personalities in different ways. So it's kind of like we'll just have fun with it and see what happens.
Is your camera crew trained to run?
Run where?
Run and hold the camera. You ever seen like Jerry Springer, how they run in the back and they got to carry the mic?
Cheaters?
I don't think we're going to be doing anything like that.
You sure?
Like cheaters?
I mean, if you riding motorcycles, how they going to follow that?
Oh, I'm not.
They
I
got
mean,
the GoPro?
Dilcia does have a GoPro.
Yeah.
Okay.
He talking about
Matt
like
Ryan,
cheaters,
I don't know.
though.
How would y'all? I wonder. I mean, maybe they could get in a car and like get Dilcia riding in a car. Like they could be in the car while Dilcia is on the bike.
Maybe.
So, but I don't think they run with their cameras.
So y'all not gonna have like any like cheaters moments, like y'all gonna pull up on somebody and no.
I don't think we have anybody to pull up on. But I mean, if we
that's
do get
what I look for every reality show. I'm waiting for.
But
a cheaters
see,
moment.
we don't want anything like negative.
Yeah, for
like
sure.
especially as like a black woman. Okay, let me tell you, I can't stand Love and Hip Hop.
Okay, I'm with that.
Thank you.
I
Thank you for saying
hate
I'm
Love and
behind
Hip
you on
Hop.
that.
I used to like when it first came out because it was a little bit more authentic.
Mm-hmm.
The Real Housewives, but now all of that just has like it's all the same thing.
Yeah.
It's like a black woman. If I'm gonna be on a reality show, I don't represent all black people, but I need to represent us in a different light.
Yeah, I
because
feel
when
that.
people think of young black women, they think we're all like decked out, which is great, but like then they think of stuff like throwing drinks and etc. And I'm like,
Yeah.
no, that's not. I don't want the rest of the world to think that's who we are. That's what we represent. So like we're not trying to. We want to keep it real, but we're also not gonna try to show anything that's like, I don't know what the word is, trashy like that.
Yeah.
So, but I don't think we're doing that. And I think I'm past my ratchet stages. So I think I would probably be the only one to have stuff like that. So, cause yeah.
So where did the name CEOs come from? How'd y'all come
So Dilcia and I were thinking about a name of a show, and we thought maybe like the CEO Life or the Life of CEOs or the Glam Life or Boss Babes, and we just kind of were like we just tossed around names one day, and I think she was just like, I think she came up with it. She was like, well, why don't we be just the CEOs? Because we're all, CEOs of our own things. And I'm like, there you go. So I came about. Yeah.
Easy enough.
I know. That's the only short story I have for y'all.
Do you feel like Do you feel like all three of y'all are at like really good points in y'all lives?
I don't know. I think that would be a better question for the two of them.
How you feel about you? Let's do
I'm
that.
definitely not at a really good point. I'm at a transitional point.
Okay.
So I'm at a point where I can choose to take my situation and let it propel me, or I can let it take over me. And, so, and I think they're both kind of in that. I think that's where everybody is right now in COVID, because we can't do what we're used to doing, So I think everybody in general is just in a transitional period of figuring out, okay, what are we going to do next, and how are we going to make it positive?
Right.
Yeah.
For sure.
You feel like since you're going to be on TV, I mean, you do YouTube videos and all that, but do you always feel like that you got to look perfect?
I used to.
Look the part?
I used to. There was a time where I would not go outside the house without a full face. And it's funny, COVID helped me to take, like, all those layers I was talking about, like, that women have to take off. Most days I don't even wear makeup. And now I feel, honestly, almost more beautiful, with little to no makeup on. And wearing my hair natural was like a whole thing, too. And now I'm like, oh, I get to wake up. I get to be like one of the dudes. Wake up, scratch, go. and I like it.
Yeah.
So now I normally just kind of get dolled up if we have, something like this going on, or et cetera. And then sometimes I try to actually wear as little makeup as possible for some stuff, because people need to see both.
You feel like you're living in your dream?
I feel like I'm working towards my dream.
Okay.
There, like, pieces of it, like this has been a dream today. I've had a dream crew. They've been absolutely amazing. And so this is what I live for. This is what I live to do.
Yeah.
That sort of thing. Yeah.
The last thing I wanted to ask. So what are some of the goals that y'all have for this show?
So we really would like to get this very well Nashville known, because obviously we want to bring opportunities to ourselves for our own personal gain, but we also want to open up doors for other people. So we want the show to be like, we want people to know who we are through the show because we've inspired them. So that's the first thing. Second thing, again, is we hope to be able to make it take off in some sort of way. It could still be on YouTube, but we would like to have a nice following for the show, and we are trying to manifest having a nice budget so that we can do it and everybody can get paid, because honestly people need to get paid so they can pay their bills. So those are basically the only two goals for the show. We want it to be well known in Nashville, and we want to get a second opportunity to do a second season.
You still planning on doing more YouTube videos? Yes,
I actually got back onto YouTube a couple weeks ago, and I'm trying to get a consistent flow of things that I'm doing. And I actually just did one YouTube video with Olivia, and we just did a photo shoot in a park, and so we showed people kind of how that went. Yep.
Okay. Did you got anything you want to ask us? Any questions?
Oh, I had one more question.
Yeah.
Hold on. What do y'all do just to really just stay motivated? Because I feel like when anything that you do that takes time, it's easy to fall off.
Yeah.
It's easy to, be up here and super, hype about something, and then it's just kind of So what do you think is gonna keep y'all just at that point where you're still hungry, still ready to do it?
For the show?
Yeah.
So for me in particular, I'm a team player, and I got people counting on me.
I feel that.
So I cannot let them down. So there are many days where I fall off personally, but I have to get back up because I have A, B, and C person working hard on their end to make stuff happen for me. So I have to do my part to make sure things happen for them.
Yeah.
So I can't speak for the other two girls on how, because everybody's different. But for me personally, for this show, it's there's no I in team. And so I'm only able to be here today because of the work that 6 or 7 other people put in behind the scenes for 3-4 months.
Yeah.
So because they have my back, and they're helping me, I will not let us not be successful in this. We don't have a choice.
I feel that.
So even if we're not able to, let's just say we were for whatever reason able to finish the project, we will give 110% all the way through.
That's facts.
What would you tell other girls that's younger than you that's looking to do what you do? What would you tell them?
I think the first thing I would tell young women or anybody in general is like, figure out who you are right now.
Yeah.
And figure out where you want to be and just work on you.
Right.
So figure that out first. Once you figure out who you are, what you stand for, then figure it out, like what kind of life you want to live.
Right.
After you figure that out, kind of build your life around that. I said in our last podcast, you got to pay attention to what you eat, what you watch, what you listen to, who you hang out with, because all of that goes together into how you're going to be successful or how your day is going to go.
Right.
So, pay attention, protect your energy. And then once you figure out what you want to do, just work hard. Like, you're going to mess up some days. You're going to fall off. Some weeks you're not going to want to do it. When you're having a downtime, it's okay to have a downtime. Just get back up. So just, I guess to sum that up, just work on you.
I feel that.
Mm-hmm.
You got that, man? You good?
No.
All right. So, do you have any questions you want to ask us? Anything?
I don't have questions for you guys. Actually, how was y'all's journey been to get to the 99th episode for today?
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I get to switch it. Okay. So, what has that journey been like for you guys to get here?
Who you gonna take
go
it?
first.
Okay. Well, for me, this whole experience it still feels new for me.
Nice.
Just doing this podcast and meeting new people every single time we
Yeah.
do a new episode.
Yeah.
Well, for the most part, except for repeats and stuff.
Yep.
But we bring people back on because they have a genuine passion for what they do and they show that.
Right.
So I mean, for me, it's just been super dope. I think that we see a lot of outcomes for this show, and we have a lot of goals and things that we want to do, and I'm just super excited for them to actually happen.
Right.
So
Right.
I think for me, I'm just excited just to see where we go, and pushing forward.
Yeah, same thing with me. Yeah.
Nah, you
I
can't.
like making it
you gotta
dramatic.
talk that out.
Nah, same. But just to piggyback off there, is just like I said, just 99 episodes, and the fact we finna do this again in 24 hours for our 100th episode is crazy. So yeah, it's finna be. Yeah, damn man, what y'all doing back there?
Breaking stuff.
Right. But yeah, like I said, we're coming back tomorrow for our 100th episode, and then about to go on a little break, and we're gonna get right back at it in probably February, maybe January.
Right.
Depends how it goes, but even this year, we stopped doing in-person interviews from March until August.
Wow.
So we were just doing phone interviews. We did like 30 phone interviews.
Man, I'm gonna be honest with y'all.
That's gotta be rough, right?
That phone interview stuff is dead.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna do it, for the sake of the pod.
Yeah,
I do
but-
not. It's so different when you have to talk to people through a phone.
Yeah, you can't vibe as well. You
you
can't feed off the
vibe,
energy.
You don't get that energy.
I would
Yeah.
say
all
the
of
good
that.
thing about that was we got to talk to so many people outside of Tennessee.
Yeah, that's true.
Like
Okay.
we did, like
That
I
was
said, it was
Like
Denver,
open up.
Yeah,
broad.
Denver, California. I mean, we talked to somebody from Trinidad, London.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, we got those
Ooh,
opportunities.
Okay,
so
international.
yeah,
Yeah.
So, what are the goals for 2021?
I would say I think the thing we always push the most is to travel.
Nice.
I'm ready to take this pod on the road. We've already done it twice.
Yeah,
'Cause we went to
Memphis
Memphis and we
and-
went to Denver.
Oh, okay.
And so I'm just ready just to meet new people, and I'm so excited because I love meeting people when they're at the early stages of their career,
Yeah.
of whatever they want to do, because
Yeah.
when that unfolds and it manifests and other people start to see that,
Yeah.
I think it just feels good to say we were part of the process of them getting there.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I think that in turn, that's going to help for us in our show as well.
Yeah.
So I think it's going to be super dope. I just want to travel, and I want to be able to break in new talent and just let people know, who's out here, who's really, really hungry for it,
Yeah.
who's really trying to get it. So
Yeah.
yeah. Cause shout out to Della White too, cause
Yes.
that was,
I
was,
saw that.
Yeah,
That's
shout
exciting.
out to
Yeah.
Della
Wait,
White.
how did that happen? How did that?
Oh
That was on
man. Well, I mean, is really social media is a really strong thing.
Yes,
you know,
it is.
it's
a
really,
whole business. Take it seriously.
It's a whole business, and you can. It's almost like you know. Anybody that you think of is not hard to reach. Of course, you might not get an answer, but you can hit them. You know,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
the really dope thing about Dola White was that he was super open to working with us.
Yeah.
You know, you'll get a lot of people that are in the spotlight, and you know, for the people that may not be in the light that they are, or
Yeah.
you know, for
On the
someone,
level of
on the level, you know, they may not, you know, be willing to open up, but
Right.
man, he was just so cool. I mean, it took a couple months for us to really get that together. I mean, it's a lot of people, and that's one message that I got for people that, you know, do things and they work with other people is you're not gonna set up those meetings ASAP. You know,
Yeah.
people aren't gonna be available to get up with you next week and you
Right.
know all of that. So
Be
I mean,
persistent.
yeah, you got to be persistent. We was working for dude. I remember I was telling Ambitious at one point, like, I'm not finna hit him back no more. Like, I'm not doing that.
That was right before. That was before COVID.
Yeah. Which, and you know, and me, I was being naive, and you know, it didn't have to be that tough. But
Yeah.
I'm glad that, you know, talking to y'all and other people, and you know, just being able to be consistent and just, you know, keep
Right.
going and trying, and eventually we was able to get that. So it was super dope. Shout out Dola White. I really
Shout out
appreciate
Dola
him
White.
for putting on for us, for real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love that.
Yeah, that was right before the election too. Like,
Yeah.
that was like election.
Oh.
Yeah, it was election day.
Yeah,
because
it was, yeah.
because
It was.
he was. I remember we were doing it, and he was like, "Yo, I'm just letting y'all." Well, it wasn't election day.
I think the next
It
day.
was. Yeah, it was like the
The
next
next
day.
day,
And I
yeah.
remember he was like, "Yo, if they break the news, I'm gonna have to hop off because I gotta tell it on the radio." Like,
Right.
yeah. So, that was what made it even more crazy, and just making the time
Oh, that's
for
exciting.
you know, for us outside of you working right now. You know, you making the time to talk to us. So
Yeah.
it was beautiful, man. I love people who just had that spirit of wanting to work with others and wanting to do other things. So
Right.
it was super dope.
All right. Okay. I think I had one more question. Oh, for the people that are going to be watching our show, how would they contact you guys to be a part of your show?
I guess.
And who are you guys looking for to be guests on your show? Like criteria.
Okay, so to hit us up, man, just DM us. You Can't Sit With Us Radio, Instagram, Facebook. What else we got? What's Twitter?
YCSW Radio.
I can't never remember the acronym.
Oh, one
I was
word
like, nah, I
on
can't.
Twitter.
You can't remember your own acronyms?
I let
Yeah,
them do
no,
it.
I
You don't
always
perfect
do
it.
that. YCSW, and that, hey, I had to train myself on that, like to just YCSW, like it was on point. But yeah, you know, y'all got the way to hit us up there. YCSW Radio, all one word on Twitter.
Okay.
You Can Sit With Us Radio, all one word on Instagram and Facebook. Well, it's not one word on Facebook, but you know, you can type that in.
Okay.
But I mean, we take anybody. I mean, you don't have to, you know, just be an artist. It was a lot of people that.
Oh my God, can I do my brother?
Hey,
Okay,
we
because
can
he
chop
just
up.
okay, so he was working for a moving business, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then one day he was like, I'm gonna start my own company. And I'm like, okay, finally, good, because we all have our own companies in the house, and we were
Yeah.
wondering what my brother was gonna do. And so he was like, well, one day I think I'm gonna start my own moving company. All right. A month later, he started his own moving company. He was calling me. He goes, Jade. I said, what's up? He said, well, I'm gonna probably quit my job and do my business full time. And I'm like,
Wow.
oh, okay, cool. I didn't think he was gonna really quit his job. One day he came home, he's like, I quit my job. And we were like, what? What you mean you quit your, how you gonna eat? But my brother is the complete opposite of me. He's much more responsible. He should have been born first. I was born first. He's like 4 years younger than me. But he has been like stacking and saving up money to be able to, because he knew he wanted to do something. He didn't know what it was. So, and he's the opposite. Like, I'm like a maximist. Like, I want everything to be extra. He's a minimalist.
Yeah.
He's a vegan. Like, he lives on the floor and stuff. And I'm like, it's weird. But he started his own moving company, and now he lives off of it at 24, 25.
Yeah.
He just turned 25.
Okay.
So,
dope.
would you interview him?
Oh, of course. Yeah. I mean,
Joe, we're gonna bring you on.
I mean, to answer that question though, and I look at the camera because I guess we're talking to y'all. But whatever you do, man, we got room for everybody here. We really just want to talk to people that's hungry about what they do.
There you go.
I don't care if you're an artist. I don't care if you paint. I don't care if you're.
I have an artist for y'all. Have y'all worked with somebody named Woke?
I want to say that when I was talking to another artist, they mentioned that artist, but we have not.
I got to link y'all up. He paints murals all over the city, and he's had a couple of shows at the Frisk.
Okay.
So, and he's a graduate from TSU.
Bet.
Shout out to my best friend.
Yeah.
Gotta hook
Well,
him
we
up.
making connections here.
There you go. I know.
Yeah, that
everybody.
should be a shout out to all of y'all, man. We looking for people. We ready to chop it up, but. If you not hungry, I really don't. Cause
you can't sit with us.
You can't come sit with us.
Did y'all get that from Mean Girls?
Everybody thinks
that. Can you set the record straight, please? Yeah, that hat.
What?
It says you can't sit with us.
It says crew on the back. Oh, that's what it says on the front. Okay, sorry, my bad. Sorry, I really thought it was from Mean Girls.
Yeah, no, this hat is what started it all.
Oh.
It was just on the hat.
I really thought y'all been watching Mean Girls.
I love Mean, but
you're
for
wearing
the record,
pink.
I love Mean Girls. I've told people
you can't sit with us.
I love Mean Girls. For the record, that's one of my.
You do?
Yeah, that's probably in like my top 5.
I just found out they had a Mean Girls too. I didn't even know that.
I'm not watching that show.
I'm not watching that.
I didn't know that.
No, it's an original for a reason.
It's gonna ruin my view of
That's
the
how I
first
feel
one.
about it. But I think those are all my questions.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. Well, you ready for some random questions?
I thought that's what we was doing.
Nah.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
These are whole different random. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
I remember this round. Yes,
Let's
go
do
ahead.
it. All right.
Let me check. Let's see.
All right.
Okay.
So, this is a perfect question to ask since it's COVID.
Okay.
So, what's the best thing about not having to smell? What would be the best thing?
You don't have to smell your own farts.
Or other people's.
Or other people's.
Yeah, for that matter.
Yeah.
So you think you would fart more because you couldn't smell it?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You
For sure.
wouldn't care about nobody
No.
else. It's just okay.
Yeah.
I feel that.
Yeah.
Okay. Unlimited sushi or tacos for life?
I'm trying to get into sushi, but like the fact that sometimes they legs be moving and stuff, not about it.
Wait,
but
huh? Come
sushi,
again?
but the legs and stuff be moving. Like they have like it's like raw. It's like real.
I didn't know that happened. I didn't know their legs was moving.
Well, some people eat. Oh, I guess octopus is not sushi, but like they put octopus on sushi. I'm not. Whatever. I only do cooked sushi. Okay, with the fried. It's southern thing.
Hey,
so
fried
tacos.
sushi not that bad.
But that's what I'm saying. I like that, like
Yeah.
with the little orange sauce on top of it. But sorry, when I talk to real sushi, she's like, "Oh my god, that's not real sushi." Well, I'm not gonna eat it. So
Real sushi is
tacos, hands down.
All right. Would you what would a world populated by a world population of clones be like with you?
We be messed up. It would be a world full of Long Islands, sparkles, a lot of creativeness, and a lot of dramaticness. So there's only should be one of me. I
Sounds
really
like
wanted
a
that.
reality show.
I know. Well, that'd be the worst reality show. I always wanted a twin, but people are like, no, we can barely handle one of you. So no, that would just. It would be a really cute world. Like the world would be like super fashionable everywhere, but it'd be a little bit of be too dramatic. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. If you had to be a cartoon character for a week, which one?
Tinkerbell.
Okay.
easy.
Okay. Okay. Would you give a homeless person CPR?
I would be like, he needs CPR. Come on, man.
Call
Like
for
I'd
help.
flag somebody now.
Call
Yeah.
for help.
Yeah.
All right. Why do your feet smell and your nose run?
Feet smell. So your feet smell because they're trapped in like an item all day where you don't really get too much air to it. But I guess that is if you don't wash your shoes all the time, so your feet shouldn't really smell. But I used to play tennis, so sometimes my shoes was real stinky because I just didn't have time to wash them every other week. Your nose runs. I feel like your nose runs. This is gonna sound really retarded, but I feel like it has something to do with your eyes and like looking at light. Like I don't know. Sometimes if I'm looking at light too long, my nose will start to run a little bit, and it also depends on obviously the weather. But I don't have a deeper answer for you than that.
All right. If you had a pet parrot, what would you teach it to say?
I don't like birds, so let's see. What would I teach it to say? Okay, so it's a TikTok about this woman, and she's talking about her husband, how she said he quit his good ass job at the post office because he wanted to be an astronaut. Have y'all seen that? Okay, I have sent it to y'all, but she's like, girl, guess what he did? He quit his good ass job at the post office because he said he wanted to be an astronaut. So I made him one, and then I laughed my ass off when he left. He was like, but he's going to the moon, girl. He's going to the moon. I gotta send it to you. It's so funny. But I think I would teach my parrot to say, I'm going to the moon. I'm going to the moon. So, or I would teach him to say, my mom says it all the time because I lost my job at iHeart. She was like, well, you lost your good ass job at the post office. So I'll probably teach you to say that too. Yeah, probably that.
All right, what food would be the best to make a house out of?
A house?
Yeah, it's tricky. I know.
Ham.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Like, okay, because, ham is kind of thick.
Yeah.
And it kind of has a little, like, resistance to it. Like, not the ham you get at Kroger, like the Christmas ham, like the thick ham. I was trying to think of something sturdy, but, food's not sturdy. Wait, there's got to be one more. Graham crackers.
That's smart.
Graham crackers, because, we make the gingerbread houses out of it during... Oh, wait, that's gingerbread. No, never mind. Okay.
My house might be eaten in about 6 months.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I don't know. Okay, I give up. Yeah, so... What was my first answer?
Graham crackers.
Okay. No, what was before graham crackers? Ham.
Ham.
Yeah, that's my answer.
Oh, why do crackers have holes in them? There's a
how
right,
she put the
there's
mic
a right
down like
answer.
that?
There's a
Yeah,
right
you gotta
answer to
think
this
about
too.
it.
There's a right answer?
Yeah.
So they don't go stale as fast?
No, that's not it.
Okay. I tried.
Tell her the answer.
No, it's because so they don't blow up when they making them. So the air could get out.
Yeah.
What you mean don't it blow up?
So when they bake them and stuff, make them, whatever. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right in your oven.
I'm gonna ask my mama that when we leave here. I'm like, guess why? There are holes in crackers. She's like, what? Okay.
She gonna be like,
I
you
learned
left me with
something
that
new.
question.
Okay. I know. Like, what? Okay.
All right. If you fart and burp at the same time, would that make a vacuum in your tummy?
No, because it's coming out, not in. Right?
She got you. Oh, look at you. He said, I didn't expect that answer.
I got it. Yeah, because vacuuming, you sucking stuff up. If you farting and you burping, it's going out. So no.
Huh?
Ha!
All right. Would you rather look like a potato or feel like potato?
Feel like a potato.
What?
I don't want to look like a potato. Have you seen Mr. Potato Head?
But you can customize it. You can take stuff off.
No.
You
Feel like
got
a
a
potato.
storage in the
Yeah,
back?
right. Yeah, you got
Feel like
got
a
the
potato.
compartment in the back.
No. He just. Okay.
All right. Brushing your teeth or not brushing your hair. Which one you giving up?
Oh, not brushing my teeth. No, hold on. But then what happens to my hair? Okay, brushing my teeth, because you can't talk to people with funky breath, but I might scare people because this might turn into a bird's nest. So, for how long?
Ever.
Yeah, pretty
Forever,
much.
ever. Forever. It's tough.
Okay, no. My hair, because I can use Listerine and floss, and I don't know. Okay, I quit. I don't know. That's hard. 2 essentials. Okay.
All right, what does I have? Can a wheelchair comedian do stand up?
Oh, that's so rude. Yeah, they can do stand-up.
Are you sure though?
Yes.
He said, are you sure? Though?
Yes. They have ways. That's a rude question. Yes, they can do stand-up.
He said it, not me.
Did you come up with the question?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, these mines, all mines.
Yeah.
All right, if you could morph two animals to make a super animal, what two animals would it be?
I love to look at her face and she thinks of the answers to the questions.
I know I'm really expressive. Okay, a super animal. Okay, a poodle and a wolf.
Okay. A pulse.
It'd be like a yeah.
Or a woodle.
A woodle.
Yeah.
A woodle.
That's fire. Yeah, it is.
Yes. Okay. That's a weird mix. That's a random. Okay. Okay. Now I understand why you call me random question. Okay.
All right. Let's see. One more question. What else I got? Did you have anything? You have any questions? Random?
No, I don't have a random one.
Okay.
Why you say it like that? Like a random one?
Yeah,
Like, what's random?
Because I had to really give some thought.
All right. Would you rather either stick of butter or snort a tablespoon of salt? And that's my last question.
I put the tablet down on that.
We're gonna have to work on your questions.
It's random.
A stick
Josh
of
Brand.
butter. So like, will the salt burn?
I don't know. I've never snorted salt, so I don't
sure?
know. No, I haven't.
Oh, the butter just makes me want to gag. Okay,
Yeah,
so
it
we'll try the
does.
salt.
Okay.
I mean, I feel like
That answer took me by surprise.
would it last long? Like with the, I feel like it burned, but like how long would the burn last? I mean, to eat a stick of just butter.
I'm gonna be sick for a couple of hours. I'm gonna be sick for a while.
Okay, so we're gonna go with the salt.
Okay.
Why y'all keep umming? I mean, there's two bad options. Okay, yeah.
All right. Well, shout out your social media. Anything else you want to say? Thank you for being on the show. Of course.
Thank you guys for
We really
having
appreciate
me.
you for pulling up on the 99.
Yay, oh my gosh. And then we're special because we're on the 99th. Okay. Thank you guys. I want to shout out to our new TV show. You can find us on Instagram and Facebook at the CEOs TV. And then my Instagram personally is just JD with 3 Y's. And then Dilcia Alfaro, her Instagram is Dilcia, so I can't spell her name, Dilsia with 3 A's. And then Olivia's is Liv McEwen. And but if you guys just want to go to the CEOs TV, the CEOs TV Instagram, all of our personal Instagrams are on there. And thank you guys for having us.
Of course.
Yeah, next time we're going to have to get all 3 of y'all for sure.
I know.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yes, we'll work on that and be like, look now. Okay.
Well, I don't have nothing to say. Thank you for everybody who watched the 99th episode tonight. We really hope to see y'all back tomorrow night for episode 100. And as always, y'all can catch me on Instagram at Q the DJ, QUETHEDEEJAY, and on Twitter at the same thing. Ambitious.
Yeah, follow me at Ambitious1K on Instagram and Twitter. That's the number 1, the letter K. If you don't know how to spell ambitious, go look it up in the damn dictionary. As always, man. Threshold Brace, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook.
Yep.
You Can't Sit With Us Radio, all one word. Instagram,
Yeah.
Twitter.
It's all those same
Man,
places
yeah.
we said earlier.
Right.
On Twitter at YCSWU Radio, all one word. Follow us there as well.
Like you said, we'll be back tomorrow, 4 p.m.
Same bat time,
100
same bat
episodes.
place.
Yeah. More interviews, more performances.
Yay.
Yeah, it's gonna be lit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is our performer here, Goddess? Is Goddess here? Does anybody know if Goddess is here?
I got to meet her
Anybody?
on that music video we were on. That was so exciting.
Do we have guys?
Yeah, is Goddess here? We're gonna close the show with a performance.
Yes.
Yay.
We would hope to close the show with the performance. We are, because I'll get up there and perform her song. I got it.
Really?
No.
You got the harmonies? You got the harmonies?
Yeah. I need a lyric sheet.
Yay.
You got the harmonies?
Is she here? Does this mean I can go to the bathroom now? Can I go pee?
Cool.
You get.
I'm a good?
Yeah, you can go.
Yay, thank you
Yeah.
guys.
All right. Our last guest is pulling up.
I need one of y'all because I want to do a little
Oh, we can.
Interview about you.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay, I'm gonna go pee. Thanks, guys.
Well, thank y'all
Yeah.
again so much. We're gonna go ahead and get our last performer set up. Oh my goddess. Yeah. You got
Goddess.
anything else you want to tell them before we
Nah, we
switch?
good.
All right. Cool. Well, we're about to switch it up. Give us just a moment. We'll get y'all set.
Yeah, we'll see y'all tomorrow for our 100th episode. All right, so about to end the show. Sorry for that little break that we had to go into. Yeah, man, shout out to Q on the ones and twos, man. Of course, we about to close out the show with one last performance from Oh My Goddess. She's been on the show before. Y'all make sure y'all check out our interview we did with her like a month ago. So so Oh My Goddess, kill it.
Let's get it. That's not the one.
Yeah, B. Jones, Threshold, and you can't sit with us. Never. Listen. Let me start this statement off by saying welcome to the show. Here to put you up on topics that you really need to know. Live and center from the Ville, I introduce the coolest host. Ambitious Q, the DJ, got you ready, good to go. Laced with game, words of wisdom, dropping jewels that's good as gold. They set the tone, this is a home for artists with exclusive songs. Independent CEOs out here building on their own. If you have something to be shown, they can put you in the zone. For those investors flipping homes or young designers stitching clothes, producers with their pack of beats, trying to turn one to a song. If you're invited to this table, better prove that you a pro. If you can't, then you can go, cause ain't no room for foolish folks, no. Forum where they pick the topics out and then discuss. You only get invited and acknowledged if you did enough. So take your brand and build it up, but only if you're skilled enough. You suckers on the side just looking salty, you can't sit with us.
Alright, y'all. This one is called Closer to You. make me feel, yeah. Let's just see how it goes. So I'ma give you a little R&B for the ladies, for the fellas. Let me give you I Am a Vibe. Say, the day is over now, time to unwind. And you and me, we can vibe out. A lot of things we could talk about. Candles lit, I'm grooving to the music. You know I wanna dance for you, love to dance for you. I might just put a trance on you. Maybe, baby, tell me what you like. Hope you down to ride, 'cause I'm down to ride. We can mellow out on some Jamaican vibes. We can get high. We can get high. The day is over now. Time to unwind, yeah. Relax your body, relax your body. We could vibe out. The day is over now. It's time to unwind, yeah. Unwind the best of love, yeah. And you and me, we getting high. Our energy has so much intensity. The way our bodies intertwine. I love your kisses down my spine. Sexual healing is what I am feeling. The way that you touch me and hold me. I appreciate your body. Baby, tell me what you like. Hope you down to ride, 'cause I'm down to ride. We can mellow out. We can get high. We can get high. The day is over now. Time to unwind, yeah, yeah. Whoa, yeah, yeah. Vibe out. Time to, it's time to unwind, yeah, yeah. Best of you and me, we getting high. So at about 9 o'clock, now is the time that I kick back and vibe and I relax my mind, so I might just get high. Now is the time that I kick back and vibe and I relax my mind, so I might just get high. Thank you. My name is Oh My Goddess, and I'm yours truly. Y'all have a lovely night. Thank you. You Can't Sit With Us Radio.
Yes. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. We appreciate y'all. We'll see y'all right back here tomorrow night. You Can't Sit With Us Radio. I'm Q the DJ. Ellen Bishop is standing over there off camera. We'll see you tomorrow.